You may soon be able to play classic Xbox One games on the Xbox One. Microsoft's Xbox division head Phil Spencer says that they're looking into extending the Xbox One's backwards compatibility to the original Xbox console. They announced backwards compatibility with the Xbox 360 earlier this summer, much to the delight of fans like me, and the first titles have already begun rolling out. Spencer says his team will try to include the original Xbox once they're finished with the 360. There's still no guarantee that they'll actually be able to make it work, so keep your fingers crossed. Television audiences are going to get to see plenty of villains try to kill a mockingbird. Variety reports that ABC is moving forward with Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. spin-off series, Marvel's Most Wanted, which will focus on Adrienne Palicki's character Mockingbird and her sidekick Lance Hunter. The network initially decided against picking up the show, but now they've ordered a pilot episode. We'll let you know if it gets picked up for a full season. Audiences will have plenty of Marvel action on the small screen. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Agent Carter have already been renewed for new seasons. And Marvel is also working with Netflix on an entire slate of new shows following the success of Daredevil.
That right there, that's what I'm talking about.
Pretty cool subjects in the rundown. Here to talk about them with me is Mr. Cool, Scott Jones.
Coolest friend, without a doubt. Now let's talk about this Xbox One news. Is that what we're calling it now? The Xbox pre-alpha.
I guess it all fits.
Yeah. Anyway, what about your Xbox collection? Do you want to make that backwards compatible on the current machine that you do want?
I tweeted about that. I actually asked people if they would like to play those original Xbox games.
I honestly don't need to go back and look at those Xbox original games.
I'll say one game for you and you will change your mind.
What?
The Incredible Hulk Ultimate Destruction.
Listen,
you can only play that on the original Xbox.
The 360 for sure. I want all those games. These
I've got another one for you.
What now?
Crimson Skies.
Nope, that's only for you.
Mech Assault. There's some incredible original Xbox games. Phantom Dust, which they've said is going to be coming to the Xbox One. They're going to make a new one. All right, now what about another thing that you don't want that I do want is a spin-off from Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
The show plateaued and then kind of took a dip, but then it seems like it has risen from the ashes. It's come back from the dead. It's here. Not only is it here, now they're starting to make these creative spin-offs from the show.
Yep. Well, I started to get into it, actually. I thought that the show was pretty tough to get going because it just was a bunch of people in suits talking in hallways for a long time. But then they included the Inhumans and they expanded the cast, and a couple of great additions are Nick Blood and Adrienne Palicki as Mockingbird.
Oh man, I remember her from Friday Night Lights, which was a great show, and I will look forward to seeing her on my TV. I only want to somehow TiVo the parts where she's in the show, but the rest of the show can
She stands out on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so it makes a lot of sense that they're building a whole show around her character, because she looks like a superhero. She really carries herself really well, and I think that that will be a fascinating departure. But right now, we've got to see a little bit more about sex and drugs and rock and roll.
The Rundown is brought to you by EB Games.